Hello, my cha-cha time listeners. Now, before I get into this news, I would like for you to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and click like. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and click like. You can hit it now, or in the middle, or at the end. But remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and click like. Thank you. As I stated before, I was going to come back and give you all part two, which is the timeline of the events of the two missing California City brothers, Orson and Orrin West. I said his name in the last video is Orrin. So I'm asking you to please forgive me, and Orrin too. His name is Orrin West. So I want to give you the timeline of the events that took place, starting with the report that came in on December 21st. As I stated in the previous video, that the West brothers was living, let me say it like that, with the adoptive parents, the West, okay? The adopted parents. Now, I'm also working on the backstory to that because like I thought, and I did not say it in the last video, I don't think, is that I felt like the reason why they took them for the biological mother is that it had something to do with DCF. It's always DCF taking the kids. It could be something as minute, but going back, looking at the Netflix trial of Gabriel Hernandez, I think that's his name, the little boy story. If you don't know that, look that up. It's on Netflix. I was listening to the social work, okay, how DCF run things, and we have very few in there that's actually doing the job, okay, very few, okay. Those are rare, and I call them golden. But I felt like it had something to do with DCF, and I bet it's something minute, you all, the reason why the boys were taken from their biological mother. I'm coming back with that video right after I finish the timeline of events. Okay, so I want to go ahead and get into the timeline of the brothers of Orson and Orrin West, okay, because they are, as of today, still missing. I'm still following the story. So it is reported, and I'm getting this report through KGET 17. That is their local news there. It's California City, California. The disappearance of two young boys has brought anguish and anxiety to this desert community, with residents holding out hope for their survival as days pass with no words of their whereabouts. As of Thursday morning, police had named any suspect. Although both local and federal authorities are involved, they've been tight-lipped regarding the investigation. Many questions remain unanswered as the search continues for brothers Orson West 3 and Orrin West 4. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start with December the 22nd. December the 22nd, News at Sunrise says Monday morning, early evening, rather, it says, Orson and Orrin play outside as their adoptive father gathers firewood according to their adopted parents. The father, Travail West, now on another side it said Trezell. So I don't know if it's Travail or Trezell, but I will be finding out that, okay? Later tells the media he briefly went back inside the house, and when he came out, the boys were gone. He says he drove through nearby streets and spoke with neighbors, but couldn't find them. Monday around 6 p.m., the boys' adopted parents report them missing. Monday around 8 p.m., California City police send out a news release that provides a description of the boys, but not their names or photographs. That information is released hours later. Monday night, volunteers, and it doesn't give a time for that night. Monday night, volunteers and police search areas near where the boys went missing. Police bring K9s to the home. The dog finds the boys scent inside the house, but not outdoors. Tuesday around 9 a.m. with daylight, volunteers continue the search and spread through the surrounding area. They find absolutely nothing. Tuesday afternoon, police take the adopted parents in for further questioning. Now, December the 22nd, Tuesday night, armed with a search warrant, investigators go through the home and leave with evidence collected in several brown bags and a duffel bag. The adoptive parents' van is told to be searched. Police tell 17 News the FBI is involved and agents question the adopted parents. Police say the parents are cooperating. Wednesday afternoon, the adopted parents speak with the media. Trevel and Jacqueline West say they were told by police Monday to stay in their home during the search. Trevel West explains how the boys went missing, and the couple say they fostered the boys in 2018, then adopted them in 2019. They say that they have two other adopted children and two biological children, all of whom have been removed from the home since the investigation began. The couple say their cell phones and other technological devices were seized by the police. Wednesday afternoon, police searched the home again. December 23rd. Wednesday night, investigators worked under bright lights set up in the family's backyard. It's unclear what, if any, evidence was found. December the 24th. Okay, that was December 23rd, and then December 24th, news at noon. And I think that is part where they are searching the backyard. Okay, so I just have a picture here. I don't have any information on what took place on December 24th, but as soon as I find out what took place on December 24th, I will come back with that one. Now, here's what I got to say about the whole adopted parent statement. The statements are conflicting. They say the boys were outside. Okay, they said they were outside playing while he was tending to the wood or whatever. But now the dog does not pick up any scent outside at all. I'm going to also show you in another video why I said they're conflicting, because the biological mother story is the opposite of what they told her when she spoke with the adopted mother. The story said something else. And then she said, okay, well, if it was, because she said they went outside, it was dark. And she said, why were they outside at nighttime? Why weren't the other kids? Because there are apparently other kids living in this home, you all. So they want to know, why weren't the other kids? The biological mom wants to know, why weren't the other kids outside? And I'm getting ready to come up on all that on the video. I want to know what happened on December 24th. What I see here is that they still searching. So that's basically what's going on. I'm looking at this timeline. So basically on December 24th, they're basically still digging through the yard. However, the dogs did not pick up the scent outside. They picked up the scent within the house. Now, I don't know how. I'm not an expert at cadaver dogs. Maybe someone who's listening is, but I'm not an expert at cadaver dogs. I do know cadaver dogs pick up scent, and normally when they pick up that scent, that's normally where that child is or has been. Okay, because we know that people tend to go out and move bodies after certain events. You know, after things have happened, they'll go out and move the body or whatever after the dogs have picked up the scent. I do not know in this situation why they didn't pick it up outside, but rather they picked it up inside. That's why I said something's not right here. The story is conflicting. I hope and pray that they tear that house up inside out, upside down. I'm talking search underneath floorboards, beds, because, you know, just listening to and thinking back on actually reading up on past stories where kids were abused inside the home. They were found in places where you wouldn't even think. I mean, you know, like one baby was in a makeshift shower, some hidden underneath behind the wall. They had a whole cutout behind the dresser, and it was like a cutout where you open, like the cutout in the wall, and they were placed inside the wall, and then the dresser pushed back up. So I'm hoping and praying they tear that house up inside out in that backyard. I don't care what's not left after. That area is a desert, you all. So they saying if need be necessary, I'm looking at the news, they saying that they will, you know, search that desert Now I am wondering why, picture or anything didn't come out with the report, but also the news reported that there were two sex offenders registered in that area, maybe like minutes away. But I'm not going to even hone in on that because the thing is, I don't think those kids ever left their yard, let alone the house. Now, if need be necessary, I guess they would do whatever precaution they would need to do to investigate those two registered pedophiles that live within the limits of them. But I just do not think Orrin and Orson made it outside that yard, let alone the house. What I'm really, really mad about, you all, because I said it and I didn't get to say it in another video because I knew I was going to come back with some parts, is that I had an inkling feeling that DCF, when I found out about the biological parents, I knew that DCF had something to do with this. It seems like every time DCF remove kids from a home, and it could be something so minute, like maybe two parents were arguing. I don't know. It could be something like, literally, it could be like two parents arguing, or the mom and the boyfriend arguing, and the boyfriend had a gun. Okay, well, we got to remove these children from the home. And they remove them, and they do not place them with loving, caring people. Most time, these children get placed inside home where they become a victim. Okay, the victim or victims, and that's the sad thing. And I feel so bad for the biological mother because she is distraught. Now, sometimes you have situations where biological parents ask for, their children be removed for a certain amount of time. And I don't know if that's the case, but I'm definitely digging into it and seeing what's going on with that situation. But I did have an inkling feeling that allegedly it has something to do with DCF. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say allegedly, but I'm working on the backstory for that. I'm working on the history of why Orrin and Orson West, or I'm just going to say Orrin and Orson, ended up in the West home. That's what I really want to find out. These two precious boys end up inside that home with, how I feel, allegedly monsters. That's my opinion, my thought, and that's just all I have to say about that. Okay, so like I said in the last video, you all be safe, and stay prayed up, because regardless, God is real and He loves children. Okay, He loves everybody. Regardless, He loves everybody. And you know what, you all, I'm gonna say this out of the rawness of my heart. And if they're not here with us on this side anymore, the only comfort I would get out of this is that they're resting in the arms of Jesus as we speak. Okay, and that was what gives me comfort, that I can sleep at night. Okay, that gives me comfort that I can sleep at night, because these stories like this, with like the two brothers here, Azarel, the baby that was left in the car by her dad, Cupcake, all those kids, when I hear those stories, they do something, they take a chunk out of me. I cry so hard for Cupcake that literally I know it was nobody but the Holy Spirit told me that she is resting. I literally had a dream that night and I could see her. So you all just stay prayed up, and we're going to keep this family, the biological family, lifted up in prayer. And I'm praying for that the West family didn't have anything to do with this, and I'm praying for a better outcome. But you all, I can just, because the way it's turning out, and I'm looking at the story, I don't think it's going to turn out the way we would love it to turn out. Okay, just giving out how I feel. It would be a wonderful thing to come back and say they've been found. Thank you, Jesus. But alive. But I'm going to go ahead and get off. You have just been Chart Your Time in the News. Now, if you like what you see and hear, please remember to hit that subscribe button, you all. Hit that bell and click like. Hit the subscribe button, hit that bell and click like. And I possibly will be going live on YouTube, basically surrounding this particular case. So if you like what you see and hear here, please when you see the live, you get that notification. Please join in and let's have a discussion, because YouTube turns off the comments when it's about children. And I'm pretty glad, but I would love to hear you all's comments and thoughts and opinions, possibly facts about this case. I would love to hear it. So that's why I said I'm possibly thinking about a live for this situation, because it's the ongoing case and it's still going, and it's probably going to be going for a while. I'm praying until they find those babies, okay? They find them. But thank you for listening. And I will be back because I'm working on the mom's story now, the biological mother. And then I will try to dig in and see what I can find out about the West. I'm hitting up Facebook's account and everything. So I'll see what I can find out about the West. But the only thing is they have the adoptive dad named Trezell on one of the news. And then on this one they had Traval, I think that's what it is. So I need to make sure I find out his real name, because you cannot find someone without the real name. But I do have the adopted mother name. So I'm gonna see if they have like some kind of account, a social media account or something. But thank you all for listening, and I will be back with more on this story.